Okay, welcome to this quick, hopefully quick, description video of what hypergames are because, I've been working on this concept for a while and not everybody might know what they actually are. Hypergames are a specific type of custom game with modified game rules for Neptune's Pride, obviously, where the tick rates and some other things have been drastically changed to once per minute. Um, Whereas a usual tick, well, what is a tick rate? Tick rate is when the game updates. So in your usual 64-player game, the game updates once every hour. In these hyper games, you have a tick rate set of 1, which is once per minute. So the game goes really, 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 really fast. There's some other stuff that have been changed for the to make it a little more fun and balanced. There's a dark start. It is a circular galaxy because in previous games it has proven that center players really, really, really get screwed in these hyper games because of just everybody just attacks them at once. So yeah, we decided to go with circular. It's a larger map, 32 stars, which extends the game a little bit, makes it a little more fun. People have more resources to play around with in the long run, and production ticks have been set to 15, which also speeds up the game again because people have more cash to work with at a higher rate. And 15 is easier to work around because we have set time limits, but I'll get into that later. You also have starting credits of 1000. We just doubled that because it's, you get more money to play with. Higher starting eco, higher starting science, because you start with all your starting tech at level 2. This is to speed up, again, the early game because in previous tests it has proven that in the beginning of the game, if you don't all have level 2, you're just waiting around for people to the first production take production is just you waiting for production to happen, so you know what am I going to be focusing on research wise, and then you balance your politics around that. So yeah, that's kind of the rules of the game. I'm gonna quickly force start this game so you guys can see the map because obviously it will just fill up with 7 AI a sec. So you see the map. So here again a circular galaxy, and this is now not such a great spawn for me, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna pause this sec, so 15 minutes. And how this game works is because obviously if you go AFK for like an hour, you miss 60 ticks, and that is if you're not here every minute of the game, you miss ticks. So we plan in a 2 hour long session weekly for people to play, and then in that time period they play the game. Outside that period the game stays paused and nobody's allowed to discuss politics. We have a gentleman's agreement, don't talk about the game outside of the game. So it all kind of stays nice and balanced. So people don't go changing their mind between weeks of who they're actually allied with when they get more time to think about it and talk about other people. And so yeah, we decided to enforce that rule. There's no real way to enforce, but that is how we try to kind of keep it. You obviously you can't go sending messages, as you guys might have seen or not have seen in the other video I posted. You can't go sending messages. It just takes too long to use written language to communicate messages to other people. So what you would do is you would all go and hang out in a big Discord chat. In my video, you can just see the Discord on the left side of my screen. And you go sit there, you talk together, and then we have a specific bot that when you join a specific voice channel, it creates a new one for you to go in, and then another person, and then you can go talk there privately a sec, and then you can go back to the larger group whenever you feel like talking to, and then you can just talk to specific people or hang out with all the rest. So yeah, that's how communication works. one of the rules and one of the communication. Is there anything else I need to really talk about? I guess, yeah. So obviously we're working with people from all around the world. So it is appreciated when people show up. Currently we have done a game with 5 players, and the second game was with 8. And obviously what has been shown is the more players, the more fun it is. And the concept obviously is custom game. So currently there's a hard limit of 16, but if I were to go to J, or a player who already has 32 player custom game privileges, we can also increase that into more people, but that's details. So a quick summary of what a hypergame is. A hypergame is a massively sped up version of your average 64 player game, just with pauses between sessions. So you have a 2-hour session every week in which you play the game, you pause, you come back next week at the same time, you play for 2 hours, and then again, and then again, and again, and again. And that until the game is finished. And I believe that that is somewhat of a quick and hopefully, what's the word I'm looking for? No, come on, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. And that you now understand what a hypergame is. Somewhat of a structural manner I bring you this video. Thanks for watching.